Basically, most of these patients are middle-aged anyway. So they have aging changes, and superimposed upon that are those kinds of things that happen from massive weight loss, i.e., they have a lot of excess of their tissues. Now, there may be two things happening here. Some do better than others in that before they have surgery, their skin will tighten up more than others. So in the following photographs, you'll then see some who've tightened up more before surgery and some less. So in the first case, this is a male somewhere in his that's some 60s, who has aging changes and also changes, from massive weight loss. And so you see, he, like all, have fallen upper face, mid face, lower face, neck, and eyelids. And basically what is then done is, therefore, to correct each of those portions of the face and the neck. In this photo, you see a patient in their 50s, with aging changes and also changes, from having a major weight loss. So you see fallen upper face, mid face, lower face, and the neck. And here in the postoperative view, all of those factors have been corrected. And you see a much more sculptured, relaxed, and feminine face. In this patient, you see also the same changes from aging and from major weight loss. She's in her 50s, and you undoubtedly see the upper face has fallen, mid face, lower face, and the neck. Basically, what we did was an upper face lift, mid face lift, lower face lift, neck lift, implants in the cheeks, and full peel to the entire face and the neck, giving her a youthful, restored look. In this case, we obviously find a patient who has major changes due to aging and also major weight loss. And here, in the butterfly view, all of those factors have been corrected through full facial surgery. And it's very interesting. This patient came back telling us, I've never been pretty in my whole life, and I now am. Thank you.
Stephanie King is one patient who has transformed herself through weight loss, then follow-up plastic and cosmetic surgery.
Through my whole life, I've had weight problems. Yeah, so when I went to the doctor, they said I was morbidly obese because I was 100 pounds overweight. I no longer had to shop at fat women's stores. That was great. And I could buy regular clothes. I felt really good about myself. And I always felt good about myself, even though when I was heavy, but I felt really good about myself after I lost the weight. When I would get dressed every day, I would notice, because everything starts dropping in your stomach, so you have this whole band that just hangs there. And when I came in and had the tummy tuck done, it was a big surgery, but that was the best thing that I ever did, because my stomach's completely flat right now. I have no handlebars, and it's so I could wear any type of shirt. And then after I had the tummy tuck done, I had just the breast lift. I mean, it was a lot of recovery time, but it was the best thing that I ever did. And I still do a lot of things with exercise and watching what I eat, all that still, to try to even get down lower. So I didn't recognize myself when I had a roll of film developed that I didn't know who that was in the picture, because it had been like a year since I had done those pictures. And when I did them, I didn't know who was in the picture with my parents, and it was me. So yeah, I didn't even recognize myself. So you know that you're heavy, but you never know that you're that heavy until you take a picture of yourself, and then you really see how heavy you are. And so it really changed my life.
Life is not a rehearsal, it's real. You got a finite amount of time, use it. And they make the decision that the fat is not going to rule them any longer, that they're going to take their lives back.
I'm absolutely doing it for my health, and I'm also doing it for my mental health. Do you know what? I have no doubt that being overweight, being fat is still very much discriminated against. I'm successful, I have everything I want, but do I think that I'm going to become more successful as a thinner person? Actually, I do. And I hate to say that that's the case, but I believe it's the truth. Not quite a month. On Saturday, I was down 26 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it was 28 weeks yesterday, and I've lost 84 pounds. So that's 3 pounds a week. I have 16 pounds to reach my 100-pound off goal. And then the plan is to put the girls back where they belong, tuck the tummy. I had my first round of cosmetic surgery. I did a little bit of lipo on the neck just before I got married. I've had a couple of eye surgeries to straighten the eyes. So just starting to rebuild Terry. But intrinsically, what I would remind people though is that, you're still you on the inside. Had a young lady come in that I've worked with for I've worked with her for 6 years. I haven't seen her in 18 months. And she walked in and she's like, "Hi, can I borrow blah, blah, blah?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, come on in, Corey." And she looks at me, she goes, "Do I know you?" And I said, "Corey, it's me, Terry." She goes, "No, it's Wander." And I said, "Well, it used to be." I said, "I've gotten married and it's Bowen." And she goes, "Shut up. No way. Oh my God."
I've lost 45 pounds so far, 6 inches off my waist. Everything seems to be fine. I'm fairly stable on things. I'm really glad I had it done, and quite truthfully, I think I'm feeling more empowered as of the last couple of months to actually lose even more weight, because some of the catastrophes of dieting before, I think, have been avoided with the lap band. I don't feel like I'm starving. I feel like I eat all the things that I really want to try to eat. There's, again, a couple things that I can't, but you know what? Quite truthfully, they're really unhealthy things, and I know that if I get those out of my life, I'm going to lead a longer, happier life. So I'm not worried about that. I'm convinced that it's going to be a life changer. I'm convinced that in 2 years, I'm not going to have to go back to my fat clothes. You know what? I gave them all away, praise the Lord. That is great. I'm convinced of that now. So I'm looking forward to a new wardrobe and a new life. And really, I feel like I'm just really, it's just starting to get better. I'm starting to feel better about everything, feeling really good about myself, about the way I'm eating, and where it's going. So I'm really happy.
But what they're left with is who they are, how they perceive themselves, and how the world perceives them. And that's why I take it so seriously that, as you know, the outward countenance that you project unconsciously in your face and your body to the world is how the world, in large part, is going to perceive you until they know who you are. And they may never get past how you look. So it's so important to get to first base in how you really look, because that is how the world is going to perceive you until they know more. And I'd like to have it be a very positive, receptive perception.